Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. I've been following this guy on YouTube for quite some time, and he made a video that kind of annoyed me today, but also more broadly speaking, just videos people make in general. I've seen this guy called All Things Secured make a super viral video telling you not to use a VPN. It got like 1.1 million views. I don't really know how. And the entire premise of this guy's video is just telling you not to use a VPN because they use marketing tricks and they're not the catch-all tool that people make them out to be. But then if you actually go on his channel, you'll see him recommending VPNs themselves that really are exactly the kind of VPNs that overmarket and overpromise, stuff like ExpressVPN and NordVPN. It's just kind of ironic that, you'd make that kind of video and then recommend the very VPNs that you're kind of telling people not to use. Could be something due to the high commission rates that they offer. But I also want to more talk about Craylor Made and his recent video and make a reaction to it. Now, I'm not trying to hate on Craylor, and don't send any toxic messages or anything like that. I just kind of want to use them as a case study to these kind of type of videos that have really pissed me off lately. Videos that are telling you to stop using a VPN. And I've actually developed a kind of checklist for these type of videos, and let's see how many this video actually does in it. Here's the checklist. They're going to probably shill a different product outside of VPN. Use this as an opportunity to get you to buy a different kind of product, one that you actually might need less than a VPN. Let's see if he does that. Number 2, they're going to admit there are valid reasons for using a VPN, and that the title they made for the video was actually mostly just clickbait to draw you in and to just get you to watch the video because it's a controversial title. Thirdly, they're probably going to ironically admit that they do advertise for VPNs and kind of try to sweep that under the table a little bit because if they're telling you not to use a VPN and then they're telling you to use other videos and to use other VPNs, kind of weird there, right? Lastly, they're probably going to have VPNs recommended in other videos that directly contrast the points they make in this video. And let's see how many of these he actually does. All right, let's start the video. All right, guys, so one of the checklists was already done right in this order. Shill a different product you probably don't need. I'm not trying to show an aura or anything like that, but let's go ahead and check it out and see what kind of product it is. So it looks to be like some kind of generic identity protection app. Looks like antivirus, online security, all sorts of things wrapped in one. Generally, these kind of applications doing everything at once, it just kind of does everything not that well. I don't know why you'd want to use a antivirus and VPN with one application and password manager. You kind of want to separate it out more. You want to have more services spread out, so if one gets compromised, it's not all within one company. It also looks really expensive, $18 a month or $24 billed monthly, annually. So $18 a month is almost like $400 a year. Jesus Christ, this is expensive. In my opinion, already not worth it because a lot of these things, antivirus, you could get for free. Windows Defender, Malwarebytes scanner, there you go, pretty much free. Bitwarden, password manager, pretty much free. So you don't need that. Safe browsing, use Brave browser, completely free. So really, the only thing out of all this that you'd even want is the VPN, and it's probably not that good. There is some account monitoring like Social Security and stuff like this, but honestly, none of this really looks that important. If you really are worried about some of this stuff, maybe, but honestly, I don't see the sell here.
In this video, start protecting yourself against identity theft with a 2-week free trial at the link in the description below. So I hear a lot of
for $400
reasons why the average person uses a VPN. Things like, I want to make sure I stay protected online, and I want to make sure I don't get hacked. Statements like these make me wonder if the average person really understands how a VPN works, what it does, and what the practical use cases are. So what is a VPN? VPN stands for Virtual Private Network.
My problem with this kind of logic is if people are saying they're using a VPN for a certain reason, I don't really think that's true because I've been reviewing exclusively VPN and doing VPN content on my channel, and most every single person who comes to a VPN for the most part is using it for a specific reason, not this typical customer. These typical customers who got oversold to a VPN product and are just using it and they don't even know why, they're not even actually using it. They just bought it, forgot about it, and have that subscription running and are making the VPN a ton of money. They're not actually that invested in learning and kind of understanding what it does. And the people that do actually use VPNs do have reasons for them. They're using them for torrenting. Most people, I would say, do it for that. They're using it for general anonymity, protection from the internet service provider, and they're using it just to kind of scramble their IP from websites and stuff like that, or from blocking stream restrictions, game restrictions, stuff like that. That's pretty much what VPNs do, and that's what I think most people are actually using them for. I don't think most people are using them like, I don't want to get hacked, or, maybe the people that bought it and don't use it are, but people who actually use VPNs, they kind of know what they're for. I think we should give more people credit. They're not as stupid as they look. Now, just as a curiosity, I did want to see if there was something to what Craylor's saying. How many of his comments are complaining about being hacked or something like that? I went through most of them and even did Control F a couple times to see what people were saying. I looked up hacked and I couldn't really find anyone complaining about being hacked or anything like that. It would be interesting if Craylor actually had specific people tell him that, or it's just kind of something he's kind of feels that maybe people get oversold to VPN. However, the interesting thing is if you look in Craylor's comments of the last video, a lot of people are complaining about his recommendations. The top recommendations being Express, Nord, and Surfshark, and a lot of people are kind of aware that NordVPN was caught. I wouldn't say they kept logs, they just kind of had a security incident, and they're also concerned about Express too. Looks like Craylor kind of made that adjustment to his current one and removed Express, but he still kept Nord and Surfshark, and you can see people are kind of concerned about that in the comments. So yeah.
Thinking, but Christian, you're the VPN guy. I have VPN compare.
He's not the VPN guy, I'm the VPN guy. 12 videos? Bro, I have like 1,000 videos on VPN. 1,000. That's a lot more than 12. And most of these are just best VPN comparison lists you've been doing the last couple of years. But yeah, what are some of the common VPNs he recommends? NordVPN. Yeah, some of those ones. I think he actually made a best VPN list. Let's go ahead and see what his top recommendations were. Oh, ironic. He literally made best VPN. A week later, don't use VPN. Clickbait, right? So it looks like the top VPNs were NordVPN, Surfshark, and Mulvad, and private internet access, Proton, WeVPN, and Express, but NordVPN and Surfshark seem to be his main partnerships. Ironically, both VPNs owned by the same company. Let's keep watching the video.
Comparisons on my channel totaling over 500,000 views. So why do I seem to be speaking negatively about VPNs?
Because you want to make a clickbait video and get some views.
Well, I like VPNs. I think they're a useful tool. I use them for certain reasons, but VPNs are not this one-size-fits-all online security solution, and I've never made a video explaining that before. I wanted to talk about when you should use a VPN and why, so that way when you're ready to purchase a VPN, you can make an informed decision, know what you're buying and why, and use a VPN correctly. So what is a VPN not? It's not an antivirus replacement, it's not something that protects you against phishing attempts, it's not something that secures your online.
So this whole part is just kind of like, it's not an antivirus thing. Most VPNs aren't claiming to be antivirus. I think Surfshark and NordVPN offer an antivirus solution, but they're not claiming to be antivirus. It's just, it doesn't seem to be essential information that people aren't aware of. No one really thinks that VPNs are antivirus.
The other thing is that VPN privacy is only as good as the company behind it. Every VPN company is going to tell you they don't keep logs of browsing data or IP addresses, and your identity is anonymous. But at the end of the day, you're trusting that VPN company to be honest. And within that, which VPN company should you trust? There's a lot of questions. There have been so many scandals in the VPN industry in recent years. We have the NordVPN.
See, the thing I have with this video is he admits that NordVPN had a security compromise. But then why is NordVPN his recommended VPN in every video and his top VPN list? It just seems like it's like a direct contradiction.
So at the end of the day, you're really trusting your VPN company to honor their no logs policy, and sometimes you don't know if they can be trusted until there's a court order issued with one of their users and you can see how they handle it.
So with that logic, the VPNs he should recommend are VPNs that are court proven to collect no logs. But if we look at his list, none of these VPNs well, except for maybe private internet access, maybe ExpressVPN. In some circumstances, there was some cases, but NordVPN and Surfshark are not court-proven, at least, to collect no log. That said, TorGuard is a court-proven no-log VPN service. Recently, they declined to give up user logs to a copyright troll company going after data for its users. So they declined to give up data. Instead, they decided to block traffic for US torrents, and that means it's a court-proven no-log VPN. But if we look at his video, there's no mention of it at all. So I don't really understand why he didn't recommend it there.
So what items should be in your toolbox? Well, in addition to a VPN, you should have a password manager.
So this is the part of the video where he just kind of gives his sponsorship for Aura, saying it's the ultimate security solution tool since it includes everything you use. But again, I don't think you should trust one product to do everything for you. You should use different services, and most of the services that Aura does are included for free with other products out there, so just take that into consideration.
Below. So should you still bother with a VPN, and are they even worth paying for? I'll answer the second question first. Yes, they are worth paying for if you know a VPN is right for you. And is a VPN right for you? Well, I think the use cases are becoming more and more niche. If you want to access region-locked content on services like Netflix.
So this is when he admittedly goes into all the details of why most people use VPNs, blocking torrent, blocking your IP from being logged while torrenting, geo-restrictions,
a VPN is for you. If you just don't want websites seeing your public IP address when you visit them.
So anyways, guys, that's pretty much the sum of this video. Once again, just another clickbait video telling you not to use VPN, telling you, spending most of the video explaining what a VPN is and why you might want one, telling you to use some other extraneous service. We've seen other people like Wolfgang make videos like this and tell you to make your own VPN and stuff like that. We've seen other people like Alting Secure also make videos like this and also recommend pretty much the same VPNs that Craylor Made is recommending, and none of these VPNs really align with what VPNs should be doing. We want to use VPNs that are core proven to collect no logs, like TorGuard. We want to use VPNs that aren't over marketing to their customer base, aren't sponsoring every single person on YouTube, getting most people to sign up for it when they don't even need it. That's what Craylor's talking about, but the VPNs he recommends are the VPNs that are doing that. Solid VPNs out there that aren't doing these things are really what we should be using, and that's why I've made the VPN tier list. The VPN tier list shows you good VPN providers. We know you want a VPN, and you're here because you're searching about VPNs, and that's why we've rated the best VPNs that aren't recommended in his rankings or anyone else's. That's because TorGuard only offers 30% commissions. VPN also only offers 30% commissions, and so does Hide.me. So, some of the VPNs mentioned by Craylor aren't the worst VPNs in the world. NordVPN is an extremely easy to use VPN with good streaming compatibility, but it has problems like over-marketing to users. It also has too many trackers on stuff on their website. It's not core proven to collect no logs, among other issues like other ones with Surfshark and some of these other ones mentioned by the other guys. Anyways, guys, that's just my opinion, though, about this one. Let me know if I got it wrong down in the comments down below, and I'll see you again very soon.